Thank you for tuning in to Mr. Cliff's Toy Shop. So today we'll be doing something entirely new. This is a new segment called Pure Speculation. I'll be making wild predictions or educated guesses based off of things that I have no inside knowledge to. So to be clear, I do not have an inside source. I do not have a guy. I did not hack files to uncover secret information. The things I talk about will be pure speculation. Okay, now that that's clear, there are three companies that I want to focus on today. The first of which will be Storm Collectibles. So here's what I think Storm will be releasing in either action figure form in 2019 or giving us some sort of sample. So in the past few years, Storm Collectibles has released 3 action figures based off real individuals. Maybe 4. I think they actually released a Dennis Rodman figure. However, let's just exclude Dennis Rodman for a moment. So we've received Mike Tyson in 1/6 scale. We received Muhammad Ali also in the same scale, and Hulk Hogan again in that 1/6 scale. We then received smaller versions of Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali. A new Mike Tyson figure is on the way. So what I'm speculating is that Storm will continue to pump out action figures based off of live individuals. So the next individual that I am expecting to see in this lineup is none other than Bruce Lee. I am unsure if we will receive Bruce Lee in the 1/6 scale. I know that Interbay held the license for many years. I am not sure in 2019 if that is the case. With that said, I do expect to see Bruce Lee in that 6-inch figure form. You better believe it. Sticking with Storm Collectibles, this will be more of a shock to people. I am speculating that Storm Collectibles will release Marvel figures. And the way that they will acquire this license will be through the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite game. The more I sit down and think about this, it just seems so highly possible. Storm Collectible has been going after numerous arcade or video game licenses, and this is a great way for them to crack out action figures that we haven't seen them produce before. We know that now they have a DC license. They were able to acquire the Injustice license. They have Soul Calibur, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. So why not Marvel? Storm Collectible is a lot different from most action figure companies. They seem to give us the villains before the superheroes. So if they actually acquire this license, what I'm thinking is that we will receive villains prior to the superheroes. And I'm thinking the way that they will probably start this off will be an Ultron, and then perhaps either Thanos or Dormammu, maybe even Venom somewhere in that lineup. I'm not even sure if Venom is in this game now that I think about it. But the other 3 are in this game. So on this prediction, I wouldn't bet on it. Like, I took an educated guess here, but then I have nothing to relate this on or relate this to. So the second company that I want to talk about is Hot Toys. If it's one thing that Hot Toys is familiar with, that is Iron Man. So in the course of the last few years, Hot Toys has rebranded a few of their Mark armors, redoing them in die-cast. So far, we have received Mark 2 through 6. We know that Mark 7 is on the way. So it's only right that we receive a Mark 1. So I'm going to say this is less speculating, and you can count on it that the Mark 1 will be announced at some point in 2019. And that's probably not a shocker to anyone who collects Hot Toys Iron Man figures. I'm going to go a little bit on the deep end and say what else we probably can expect will be an Ironmonger. We have received all of the armors redone from Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2 with the exception of the Mark 1. We have received the War Machine armor as well, so why not a new Ironmonger? The old Ironmonger was plagued with a few issues. There was issues around the hips as well as, I believe it was the upper torso that would crack. So expect to see Photos are announcement from Hot Toys for Mark 1 as well as the Ironmonger, both done in diecast. So the third company that I'll be talking about today is none other than Hasbro. So Hasbro had a very busy and active 2018. I don't think they're going to slow down for 2019. So we have already seen images of the upcoming X-Men wave for the much anticipated Beast, Gambit, and who else from that wave? Jimberly. I am not expecting Hasbro to stop there with their X-Men. I am speculating that we will receive a second X-Men wave. What will be in that wave, I have absolutely no idea, but I'm going to attempt to make a few guesses. The first will be Magneto. I'm expecting to receive the classic version of Magneto. Perhaps with a new mole. Well, not a new mole, probably from the last Magneto that we've seen in 2018 with the Apocalypse wave, just done in his maroon or purplish colors. I'm also expecting to see a strong guy. Not sure if he'll be he would have to be a Build-A-Figure if they are to do him justice. The third figure that I'm expecting to see from that wave would be Storm in her iconic white or silver. During the cartoon run, I'm not sure if it was white or silver or if it changed from episode to episode. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say we will receive a morph figure. Not sure if we will simply receive the head to go along another body or we will receive the complete figure itself. I think that puts me at about 4. Most waves have between 6 and 7 figures. So let's see if I can add 3 more figures to that lineup. I'm going to say we will receive Quicksilver. However, that is not a guess. I think it was San Diego Comic-Con or it could have been New York Comic-Con. They actually teased a Quicksilver figure. So I'm going to use him to round up my lineup. I think that brings me to 5. I'm going to say that we will receive a Mr. Sinister. Long overdue. I doubt that we will make it out of 2019 without a Mr. Sinister. The last character that I want to add to this lineup is certainly wishful thinking. I know that we will receive one at some point, but I don't think 2019 will be that year, and it's Nightcrawler. So the figure that I am rounding out will be the Blob. So thank you for tuning in and listening to Pure Speculation, and I hope to see you during the next review.